All right, everyone. How's it going? Hopefully, all are having a fantastic day. As always, leave boy, the Aryan Drake. If you like my content and you want to support me, please like, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell. I try to go live as much as humanly possible. That being said, I do have a Discord links in the description below, as well as my links to my Humble Bundle, Secret Lab, Hero Forge merch page, and donations page. All those help me out monetarily. Let's jump into Western Skies RP server, where I'm gonna just quickly update my photo before we have this whole thing close on me. Theo. Theo Drake. Boom. Boom. Oh, I done screwed up. These two raccoons. I had it under Rex. Copy link and paste to link and press send and certify. Fantastic. All right.
You know, I gotta dabble a little bit. You're dabbling, I'm gonna dabble.
Like midnight then.
Well, you got to.
I don't know.
Profit makes the world go round, Mr. Buck.
It's only fair.
It's nice seeing so many people here without blood.
I know, right?
There is blood, though.
Blood for the blood god.
Unfortunately.
More blood for the blood.
All right, let's get back in. Ooh wee. Ooh wee. Ooh. What? There was a Jack Reacher on duty? Hot damn. Let's go. My boy, Jack Reacher. Ooh wee. Ash, full on duty. I'm number 2. Oh, oof.
How are you doing?
Someone was just a tiny bit quicker than me.
Morning, partner.
Oh no, are you going to start some violence?
Nah, ain't nobody.
Morning.
Good morning.
Don't be accidentally discharging.
And if you could put away the gun, if... Oh, are you having problems with sticking issues?
Morning.
Just trying to get this to work correctly.
Yeah, sometimes. Well, are they Schofields? Are they Schofields or,
Navy. There we go.
Yeah, for some
Nope.
reason, Schofields, hate me.
Gosh dang it. Whatever. They'll figure themselves out. I know. I just don't remember your name.
Theo Drake.
That's right. Hey, Theo, it's Giovanni.
Oh, damn. That's who I was looking for. For multiple, reasons.
Ooh, how may I be? This gonna involve me getting dressed.
This is all business, unfortunately. No pleasure.
Oh.
I know, I know.
I mean, it's like how far?
It's all light
That's-
business. Don't worry, it's all light business.
Oh, perfect, cool. I don't gotta get dressed.
You want to go over to your office?
Yeah, yeah.
I like your new digs, so
Yeah, they're pretty nice.
I want to know who stole my gator and put it in. I think it's your office, but I'm very, very upset about this.
Wait, someone put a gator in my office?
Either your office or someone's office. They stole my gator from Rhodes, and somehow it got put all the way down here. My old Bessie. You know how many times I kiss it? Every time I go out on patrol, I give it a kiss on the nose. Someone
Oh,
turned my
that's-
Rhodes, turned Rhodes upside down and took all gator memorabilia out of it. Oh damn!
The scoundrels.
I know. I personally don't want, no offense, but I don't want Blackwater to be my hub of work. Once Monday rolls around, I want to be back in the safety of Lemoyne.
Listen, as a person who is stuck here in Blackwater, I don't blame you one bit.
I'm more of a Rhodes connoisseur, as you can see by how I dress.
Yeah. Sure is dusty roads, though.
I don't mind that, you know. If you
Yeah,
wear blue,
yes.
it don't matter, you know.
We'll go up here. Left all
Which
the way
one's
to the-
yours? I think it's this one that has a gator. Yup. Nope, this isn't your office. I mean, the office that has a gator. Someone stole my gator.
Okay.
So okay. Either way, one, I know Jack Reacher was reaching out to you, but I saw you went on duty, so that's all sorted out.
Yep,
Two,
You got
there,
taken care of.
yep, has a what's it called, a bounty hunter lead reached out to you about a certain feller from his group who got arrested for roughhousing inside of Valentine.
Nope.
There was a fish and a shoot, what was his name? Spanish feller, or why am I blanking on his name? I think it started with an A. But either way, I personally I don't want that bounty hunter to lose his job, and I wanted to reach out and have a sit down with you and the bounty hunter, see if we either expunge the record or it's all kosher that he may
I
have
mean,
got caught roughhousing.
what? It's gonna be
It's a
disturbing the
misdemeanor.
peace.
Yeah, it was a
Yeah.
misdemeanor. It was like an unarmed assault kind of charge or something along those lines. Either
Oh,
way,
well, I mean, you know, personally, that's up to the. I would say it's up to the bounty hunting office. I mean, personally, for me, it's a misdemeanor, so I don't see nothing wrong with it. I've
either
been
way,
known to roughhouse here or there myself,
Uh,
so
right. So, but either way, I don't want someone to lose their job when they're a good bounty hunter over,
Mhm.
throwing a few punches inside of a saloon.
Yep. No. So, I mean, is, so you were talking with the lead bounty hunter?
No, I talked to him, and then one of his underlings who oversaw this one reached out to me, and I said, move it up your chain of command and have your lead reach out to me, and we'll sit down, and I'd want to bring in Mr. Giovanni.
Yeah.
Just,
You have my PO, right?
I think so, because we've
Sure.
done business in the past.
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
228, just to
228.
sure.
Yeah, 45's mine. So
Yep.
uh,
Yep.
even before I
Yeah.
was Marshal, and I think I was an undersheriff, and I was acting like a bailiff for y'all for when you had one feller who pretty much fainted in the middle of getting sentenced.
Oh
One-
man. Yeah.
You recall that feller who turned away? What was his name? Winston, as his
Oh,
representative.
Winston.
Yeah.
I don't. You know what? I don't think I was presiding over that case. That might have been Chris Lawson.
It might have been Colt Lawson, but either way, he literally said, "Hell no, I don't want. This is a ridiculous amount of charging." And someone else stepped up to the plate and said, "You know what? I'll be your lawyer," because Winston was wanting more money.
Yeah, Winston. You know what? That's something. Whenever I'm pretty sure we're gonna need a whole new slew of DOJ employees at this point.
Are we looking at making it a government-issued job? Technically,
It is a government issued job.
but what I'm saying is 15-minute pay.
Yep.
Payout.
Nope. There's
Oh.
salaried positions.
Oh,
Except for
fantastic.
lawyers. Lawyers are the only ones who aren't,
Fantastic.
unless they are at least private lawyers.
All right. That makes sense. Have you seen our new book for law yet?
Yes, sir. There should be some things in court proceedings in there.
No, I mean about the sheriff, like the sheriff book that we do for here, where it has a mugshot of the person and all that other fun stuff.
No, I haven't.
All right. Well, we went to a new procedure, so a lot of our databases went poof.
Nice. Fantastic.
I know. So it's going to make it harder when we're trying to figure out how many. So pretty much almost everyone has either a clean slate, or we're going to have to work extra hard trying to figure out how many charges we have to clear off of someone.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just kind of. I guess I'll just play that by ear, really. If I've seen their name pop up before in the past, I might push it to try and find out all the charges, or if I've never seen it, if I don't recall their name, then we might just cut them a break.
Fair enough. Yeah. So yeah, that's all a thing, and we're trying to get it all recompiled technically, or as best as we possibly can. Got a page for warrants, so any standing warrants we can have on a single page for comments and have it updated as possible. We can have all the legal alcohol sales go through y'all if you want, and we can get their names all on a piece of paper saying, "Hey, these people do legal alcohol sales."
I mean, that's really. I mean, I guess that'd be more for Yuns, to be honest.
Well, that I don't know if we there should be like an ID or something.
You know, I mean, in reality, I don't. If they have have a, we'll call it a license, let's say, for legal alcohol sales, then really it should never get to me. You know what I mean?
Right. I didn't know if it goes through a court system to actually go, get a license.
That's a. We can do that. We absolutely can do that.
But there should be only a certain amount, and then they have to have, I guess, a sponsor, aka a saloon, or a stable, because stables use it for those what's it called,
For their stimulants.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yep.
maybe have only a certain amount of licenses, and then we reach out, and then we have a list of people in there, so we can quick check it.
Yeah, I'd have to write something up for that. But yeah, we can absolutely do that. You can just make a contract, and then they could have that on them. As long as they have that on them, they won't be able to change it.
Mm-hmm.
So, because I'd be at this point, I would be the only one authorizing them. So I'd be the only author on them, so they can't change them.
That would be amazing.
Can't forge them. And then, as long as they have it on them, if they get stopped by any Yuns, then we can they can just pull that out and be, hey, I'm good to go.
I think it would give y'all a little more different dynamics, and we can look at different, licensing in the future.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, no, I'd have to get that written up. I guess once I can get something written up for that, then
technically it would be kind of like a business license.
I wouldn't.
Or distribution / business.
I'd probably call it like a distribution license or something. I'll figure something out. But yeah, no, that's actually a pretty good idea. That'll help them out too, because I know at least in the past some people have had some issues with it. So.
Mm-hmm. And then I had people trying to pull wool over my eyes too, so that's another whole different can of worms.
Yeah, that would involve. That actually there might be more people involved in that one, because because at that point I would say they would need to get in contact with whoever their sponsor is, and their sponsor would have to get with me. Then we would have to, or put in an application, if you will,
Mm-hmm.
and we'd have to do something like that for that. So there might be a little bit more to it than that, but you can figure it out for sure.
For sure. Now, would they have to have their business like where their distribution is, I guess, on the certificate? Like where it's actually located?
I would say yes.
Or would we have like some sort of inspector? Would you feel like some inspector or something should show up weekly? It doesn't matter which time of day or wherever it may be. Just make sure that there isn't anything foul play.
I would say that they would be subjected to that, yeah. And I would actually push that back into you guys to enforce it, right?
Right. But I'm just making sure. Does that seem fair?
I mean, no, I would say yes. If they want to sell alcohol by illegal means, then that is part of the deal, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's how I would look at that. So I mean,
right.
if they want to go about it in a legal manner, then they're gonna need to follow the rules of doing it.
Right. And I don't mind, being one of those people that goes around and checks, or having, Rangers, having that as another job for the Rangers since they're very transient, or lead deputies and above for areas, whichever it may be. I'll talk to people
Aren't
more
you
about that.
aren't you marshals able, or you guys are county-wide, right?
Yeah, we're
Jurisdiction-wise?
countywide. Yeah, I kind of oversee Lemoyne in general, but I do travel about.
Yeah, so I mean, I would say I would leave that up to either you guys or the Rangers personally. That kind of gives you, because you guys are more transient.
Mhm.
Yeah, your jurisdiction encompasses the whole county. It kind of helps keep, kind of like the check and balance of the any corruption, if you will.
Right. We're also having an idea of having a secretary or a bailiff. I don't know if y'all been told about that, but we're thinking of having a stationary job that works mainly with the court.
I think I think I read something about that. I'm all about it personally because I could use, because right now I'm pretty sure I'm the only member of DOJ. So
Hot damn.
yeah.
But yeah, so having that all sorted out, that would be quite nice. Having you have a law and having a secretary or something, being able to send people off to Siska on your behalf.
Yeah, I'm actually okay with that because that'll help take some of the load off. To be honest with you,
100%.
especially right now because it's right now I believe there's a attorney general position open. So yeah, and so right now it's pretty much myself. So
goddamn,
holding down the fort.
It's a big office for that.
You're telling me. So gotta try and get that fully staffed or at least partially staffed. But no, if you can get having a secretary would help out a lot.
Well, right now, at this very moment, if I'm not doing, my stuff, like I'm working on the training program, getting that off without a hitch. But if I can help out, I'll help out wherever I possibly can. But we're gonna either find the right people for you, and then send them your way.
Alrighty. As far as like for bailiffs, to be honest with you, they really be. I don't. I would have to say probably a senior deputy or up.
Right.
I guess that a deputy would work depending on. I'll leave that up to you guys. Yeah.
Well, we were talking about someone who used to be a sheriff or under sheriff, but she recently quit law. But maybe this would be more of her cup of tea. And there's some people that would be kind of interested in, doing more of a paperwork duty.
Alrighty. Do you have any names in mind or?
Well, I wanted Lila White, but there might be some other ones coming down the pipe. I know there's a few that are trying to approach me about a secretary job within the law, so
Okay.
they're not of a certain rank yet. But I'll talk with my sheriffs, figure things out.
And then my question then is, which purview? I mean, if you're gonna on who exactly would be paying them?
It would be us.
Okay.
Don't worry.
You can definitely pay them. I mean,
I make more than enough money for myself. I feel like a lot of the marshals are all feeling the same way.
Yeah, I'm not. I'm gonna be honest with you. The judge pay ain't terrible either. So.
How much are you getting?
You know what? I know Jens just got a raise, and I know we didn't. So, I might be making more now, but I'm making 180.
180?
Yeah.
Yeah, I ain't gonna talk about that much.
Yeah, I figured.
Let's just say I could fit a bill for you. No problem. But then again, most of us usually get shot at on a regular basis.
Yeah. But on the flip side of that, we are also the ones who decide the outcome of people's cases and stuff
Yeah, I
like
wouldn't
that.
want to
So,
piss off a judge, to be honest.
that's the best part is having to stay fair and unbiased.
But still, let's just say someone tried to shoot at you earlier, and then they get dragged to your courthouse because they pled not guilty.
It's really, and those I've had that happen already. And while it's normally you would recuse yourself, or you would take yourself off the case, right? Then another judge would handle it. But since that's not really an option, gotta try and be fair about it.
Yeah, very true. But
So,
yeah, we are getting some good old people back. That's good.
Yeah, I'm glad to see that.
What was another thing that I wanted to talk to you about? So I talked to you about those two things. Actually, three things. I don't know. More brainstorming. It's good to actually catch up with you as well. Like we have.
Yeah, same. Yeah, I've been out of the county for a little bit, but just kind of I needed a break.
Oh, for sure.
But I'll be around a little bit more often now. But we'll have to figure out. I got to figure out what's going on with our department. So.
Well, I'm liking the new newspaper. If you need anything, you let us know. We'll add more.
Okay. Yeah. So, can we get access to the warrants page?
I'll see about that. I don't know if I have that control. I'll send it out to the people that do.
Okay. Well, I can put in a request for that too in the newspaper.
Yeah.
So.
I wonder if I can actually do that. If I can fix.
I just don't know exactly what all Ian's got in that new newspaper. So.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know exactly what all. Right. So I know I have an idea of the things that we would need to look at, but.
Oh, and is there a way for y'all to make sure that so what's the whole purpose if I show you a arrest report or whatever because they're not guilty, and let's say obviously the lawyer also needs to see it who's doing the defendant. Is there any way to make sure that if there's a witness statement that either the witness's name gets crossed out or make sure that the lawyer isn't given too much information to his the person he's overseeing? I'm more thinking of making sure that potential bad people don't find the person that either rats on them or something of the sort.
So here's the catch to that, right? So the lawyer is gonna need to know all the is gonna need to know all of the information that the prosecution has on him, right? So you can compile a good defense. However, let's say we run into that situation where the lawyer is
Not too
more
bad.
of
How's it
a
going,
like a
Nat?
friend and it's more of a friendship than a business partnership, if you will. Then what needs to happen is if there's any threats made against the witness and they are a witness on the case, then that needs to come to us and at least to us, and then we can, whenever we can get a district attorney again, then he would handle that.
All right.
Because then that would be his purview, is being in charge of the lawyers, making sure there's rooting out corruption, stuff like that.
So are lawyers allowed to ask about any, like, come up to me, ask me for any report, and I give it to them? Or do they have to have sign off from you?
Just whether or not if they have a client who's been arrested,
Right.
and what the charges were, I would say yes. If they're inquiring more about like a warrant, I'm gonna leave that up to you guys on that one, on what you want to do. You
I
want to
want it
get
from
approval
your end
from
as
us,
well.
then
Yeah. What do you feel seems fair? Heck yeah.
as far as
I'm excited for you.
so, if I
Hey,
were
how's
you
it going,
guys, if
Dex?
you have a lawyer, someone who's a lawyer, I would make sure that they're a lawyer,
Right.
and then they can verify that because they'll be hired under the DOJ, so they should be able to prove it
Mm-hmm.
with their passport. And then the only information, I would just give them the bare minimum of the information that they need to do their job, which is, yes, he was arrested. These are the charges,
Right.
and I would leave it at that. That's all they really need to know.
Damn, I'm getting
Especially
popular.
if he pled not guilty to the case, then that would end up having to be something. Right now, I don't even know how we're going to do it because we don't have a prosecuting attorney for the state. So
Start making advertisements. Amazing advertisements.
well, I would need to have that job.
Fair
If
enough.
that makes sense. So, yeah, we got to figure that part out. But no, like so as far as then the other thing I wanted like to talk about would be for warrants, or it'll involve warrants. But if people are pleading not guilty, they have the 72 hours to get in touch with a judge or a lawyer.
Mm-hmm. Right.
As long as they have gotten in touch with a lawyer, who's then gotten in touch with me or gotten in touch with me directly, then we can set the case out from there. However, if they're not, I heard you guys were just issuing a warrant for their arrest if they haven't done anything in the 72-hour period, right?
Right.
Perfect. That's exactly. It's either you guys are going to issue the warrant or I'm going to issue a bench warrant.
I think we issue a warrant, or we request a warrant, we approve, and then we send it to y'all to have it all drafted.
No. So what I'm saying is, if either if they haven't done anything in the 72-hour period, you guys can submit the warrant, or it's either going to be that or I'm issuing the warrant for them. One
Amazing.
of the two. So no, I was just basically saying good job on what you guys have been doing with that, since I know I've been a little absent. So
yeah, we're trying. You know, we got a good amount of marshals now.
yeah, I noticed you guys are popping up.
Yeah. Well, martial laws kept this place a little more calm too. I haven't seen any real crime recently.
So what's
now.
Can you give me a little bit more information regarding the martial law here?
All right. So martial law, we're not shooting anybody on site. We're not doing anything. We ask someone, still trying to keep nice and calm or anything, but tell them, hey, you get one warning. Like, please don't wear a mask in town, or that's how I treat it. We station all the marshals down here, as well as the rangers. So we've bolstered the numbers up here just because it was a problem child. As you know why.
Oh, yeah.
So once if someone doesn't comply with it, then it's max time and fine.
Alrighty. Fair enough. Works for me.
Max time and fine, no matter what it is. If it's a misdemeanor, max time and fine. If it's an assault charge, max time and fine doesn't matter. It's
Mm-hmm.
hurt them for their pockets. That was a trick. And having an active presence, having a bunch of faces that aren't normally in Blackwater, definitely it's like we have no allegiance to anybody. Marshals
Yep.
have no allegiance. Rangers only have allegiance to, Rangers or Marshals. We come in, clean the house. On Monday, we
Yeah.
go back to our respective areas. Unless we
Perfect.
are asked to extend. But, we shouldn't be lining people up on the street and shooting them. We shouldn't be actively trying to get into a shootout. It's we're not trying to militarize it, but we're actively patrolling around. We're not just standing in one place on a porch. I'm going up and down the streets. I'm talking to even people not wearing masks or anything, just saying hi. My name's Theo Drake. I'm a marshal. How are you doing today? Trying, hearts and minds as well. Get to know everybody.
Oh yeah.
And
Oh yeah. No, I get it.
so more of the population that gets happy about it, the more they're more likely to admit if there's a crime going on. Too. That's how I see it.
Mm-hmm. How's things going up in Valentine?
Valentine, a lot of things moved over to Valentine, unfortunately, because of Blackwater. But thing is, if we're gonna have martial law, we can't say there's gonna be martial law in Valentine as well as Blackwater at the same time, because that's gonna cut all the resources in half. So, but I don't know what the issue for the breakdown is. So there's two thought processes that I have. Is it the law's fault for not, upholding it and either having a lot of if are they, how do I say this? I don't want to say it's incestuous, but it's like a lot of law and criminals have gotten married in Blackwater alone.
Yeah. No.
Now, I'm gonna say that like that's a fact. Now,
Oh, it definitely is. And there's no reason to mince words about that one.
now is it the law's fault for not holding that up because they feel they have family ties and they're letting people get away with things, or is it the criminals knowing that they can get away with things or trying to push the boundaries and then saying, "Oh, we're not going to be friends anymore because you're having to do your job now," or are they just not listening?
I would say ultimately that still falls back on the officer, right?
But
No
does it
matter which
fall
way you look at it.
on? Now, here's the kicker: does it fall on the department heads, or does it fall on the regular day-to-day patrol officer? A little bit of
Well,
both, but I think it always stems from the department heads.
that is what I would say, right? Because if you guys, but also on the flip side, if you don't know about it, you can't do nothing about it. However, if you have a bunch of department heads running around who are aware of some, let's say, yeah, you have Officer X is giving criminal Y a little bit more leeway because they're either in a relationship or married. Know about it, then the onus falls on you.
Yeah, and if they're a family friend on top of that, for the person who's getting married, they feel like, oh, he's this person or that person. No, that I come in,
Nope.
I'm dressed a certain way, I'm with Rangers. None of us care.
Yep. Nope. That's that's the crappy part about the job, right? So
And
your
people see
wife,
us.
if let's say if it's your wife is running around, she kills somebody, well, Sorry. You know what I mean? You gotta do your job.
Yeah, Val is always popping off, but you know it's Val.
For the oath, don't know what to tell you.
Yeah, so that's where my predicament is. So
I mean, you guys can. I would say you guys should be enforcing it. I know with the DOJ, or you know, you want to be a part of the DOJ, you can't have any. Your pair of boots can't have any ties to any families. So
sick. But, oh goddamn. Well, I wish we did that with the law,
but
but you know, people have to have a social life outside of wearing a badge.
mm-hmm. Yeah, because I mean, especially I know for me, I'm always on duty. That is there's no off time for me. So
So, so you and I are pretty much the same.
yep.
I don't have family ties either. I've I've done my security work at one time. I was a very profitable security man. I ran a Blackwater agency down here, and I worked with every single job there was at the time.
Alrighty.
And that was my prelude to becoming law. Instead of just doing it inside of a shop, I was doing it now on the streets. So never really
Nice.
changed. Just I got a lot more paperwork than I used to.
You're telling me.
But
Yeah,
I
I
was
started my prelude into the Department of Justice side was I started as a paralegal.
oh damn. Yeah, I was personally just drawing up contracts between us and the companies and how much money they were going to pay per week. And then they show up, they give me the money, and we protect them for another week.
Yep.
It
That
worked
is
quite well.
you know, that's not too far off from my paralegal job. I just ran around and worked for a law office and went around and had their clients sign contracts. That was most of my job. Make sure they signed
Okay.
it, bring it back.
But yeah,
Here we are.
yeah. So we got everything I wanted to talk to you about. Like I said, it's all light. It's not anything too crazy. So I'm just waiting
Yeah,
for
no.
what what's his face, the head bounty hunter to reach out. Hopefully, there's no, they're fine with it. But either way, should that officer have acted out the way that he did? No, but also, you know, bounty hunter shouldn't have been trying to throw a fight inside of
Yep.
a saloon.
Nope. You know, in my opinion, the officer did the right thing there. Use that. You know, that's on the at that point. That's on the bounty hunter. He shouldn't have been doing it. Like, you know, if I were to walk out into the street and get into a fist fight with somebody, well, you know, shouldn't be doing it.
Like, give him a strike at worst. You know, say a slap on the wrist. Don't do it again. Don't, you know, don't be a fool.
Yeah, I mean,
Follow the town ordinance.
you know, there should have. I guess you could look at it that way, right? You could have walked up to him and been like, "Hey, I'm gonna give you a warning. Just knock off the roughhousing."
Right. Oh.
But no, he could have done that. But on the flip side, and ultimately, I still see nothing wrong with it. You know what I mean?
Oh damn.
Like, could have been handled. It could have been handled a little better. Sure. I mean, you could have given him a warning. But on the flip side, you know, the bounty hunter shouldn't have been roughhousing and throwing punches and stuff.
Fully agree. Now let's track down that gator head of mine.
Yeah.
I think it was.
Definitely there's maybe the middle door.
Yeah. That's Bessie.
Oh. Yeah, I kind of like this office a lot more.
I goddamn
Not gonna lie.
gator.
I might take this office, and then you can come and talk to Bessie whenever you want.
Well, I'll give her a good old kiss on the nose every time.
So, yeah. No, I am gonna take this office. It has a fireplace.
Well, she yeah, she used to be my hat, where I put my hat at the end of shift too, right on her head.
Oh. Yeah, I get it. And they took it from you?
Well, someone did. I went into the office later on. Bessie was gone. Same with her little children. There was one with a little top hat on it, giving a little wave. It was quite cute.
Oh. Man, that's a shame.
They left me my boots, so I miss my boots.
Well, I still left that, I guess. I mean,
I
yeah, if I
guess.
could give it back to you, I would.
One day I'll get my Bessie back. Or I'll get another Bessie. I don't know. At least it's in good hands.
Yeah. I gotta put a sign up on this other office also.
I took care of the other one.
Yeah, these local citizens, man, I'll tell you.
Yep.
But no, if you need me to be there with the lead bounty hunter when he gets a hold of you, just let me know. If I'm around, I'll be more than willing to, I guess, come mediate.
I love that. Yeah, I just wanted you there for you know, a law decision. Because if we just
Yeah.
expunge it and say it never technically happened, you know, I'm fine with that. But at the same time, if that's the case of him losing a job, if it isn't, then you know, if it's a strike, it's a strike.
Yeah, I mean, we can, you know, if it comes, I don't want to. I'll to take it up with the, you know, I guess you and the lead bounty hunter. At that point, if you guys are willing to, if both of you are willing to give him another shot, then we can go ahead and do the expungement. If that's, I mean, if you know, that's the what it means between him losing a job and not losing a job. If you guys want to vouch for him, then yeah, we can go ahead and do it. And then if it's not going to be a big deal and it's just a strike, then well, you know, we'll just let it be.
Exactly.
Easy peasy.
Fantastic. I'm very popular tonight and not a male. Why
Yeah,
does everyone want to talk to me?
popular guy.
What's his name? All right. Sounds like I'm gonna be traveling all over God's green earth. God damn.
You guys wouldn't need any horses or anything, would you?
Do we need
Or
horses?
maybe like some trainees or
What about this about horses?
I've recently come into a whole heaping herd of horses.
Same here. I've been buying Bredens from the Kimbers, actually.
Oh, these were you know, they're a little on the older side, but no, these were, you know, it was an inheritance of an estate.
Hot damn. Yeah, I'm
And I just want to get these guys a good home, you know what I mean?
The Kimbers actually have a what's that? Refugee or refuge or whatever it's called.
I already reached out to Nessa, and she let me know she's not purchasing them. I am trying to sell them. I will say that. I'm not just trying to give them away.
Yeah, we have a standing order right now with Kimbers.
Alright. Well, I don't want to encroach on their business. I guess I could keep stabling them. But
All right, let's go outside. I've spent a lot of time in this courthouse already, searching about and seeing every nook and cranny.
I know. I was actually surprised to see it got renovated.
I think there was something weird at the front door. Nope, it's gone now. Earlier, there was a weird enter sign about. I'm glad that's fixed.
Yeah, that's good that it's fixed. Yeah, it's been awfully quiet. I am actually upset. I lost the doctor's office out front. Now the front of the courthouse just looks sad and lonely.
Well, it's kind of a good thing for us, law. If you're having a court in session, we can post up around it, or have security post up around it,
Yeah.
and no one should be coming in within a certain amount of time if it's a high value.
Yeah, that's fair.
Because people had a reason outside there. It's...
Mm-hmm.
But I am liking the new shops and how everything's looking.
Yeah, me too. Oh, jeez.
Jeez.
She's fine.
She's fine.
Good evening. Don't come up here pointing.
What?
I
What do you
point where
want?
I wants to point.
We'll point your ass somewhere else.
I thought you were supposed
Can't
to be
make me.
watching her, Jesse.
She is
What do
watching
you
her.
say?
I'm taking it out.
How you doing, Theo?
Not too bad, how are you?
I'm making it, buddy. You seen you in a good bit. She's just drunk. She's fine.
Fair enough. Yeah, I've been all right.
letting
I've
her
been
sleep
stuck
it
down
off.
here for. I've been stuck down here for a week. Getting close to it.
Yeah. Well,
Usually I'm hiding
welcome
out
to
in
Blackwater.
roads. Appreciate it. I miss my gators right now.
Yeah. I've never been too big on that side of the country. It's the show is hot and sticky over there.
Don't.
Better than, sandy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's everywhere.
Sure does beat the mud in Valentine, though.
I agree there.
To be honest, I don't mind Valentine either. What? I personally do not want to go down to New Austin as much as possible. Past here, it just doesn't feel right for me. It feels, like New Austin especially. Like, it may look open, but it feels like if you don't stick to the path, you're screwed, and it takes forever to get anywhere.
Okay, ma'am.
Sleeping it off. She's fine.
Okay.
She yeah, anywhere you go down in the desert, the damn rattlesnake. Anywhere you go out towards Saint Denis, a gator. You just can't win for losing, no matter what.
No. But then you have
Always
rocks.
something.
literally rocks everywhere.
Hey, y'all,
Yeah.
check this out.
Oh,
Oh, got new guns. Mm-hmm.
looking good.
Get them customized.
Okay. Now, you're just talking too much money right there. You better calm your
Oh.
shit.
Well, hell, you getting rich.
I'm
So.
pretty sure you just
No,
won
I'm
enough
rich.
money earlier to pay for that.
Howdy, friend.
Howdy.
Mind taking the mask off in town? Much appreciated. Mind taking the mask off in town?
Wait, can I have a word with you a second?
Alright.
See, I have this brother, you see.
Right.
And I really want to get him into law, but
Alright.
I just don't know how to go about it.
Well, they can put in an application. If they have a no criminal record, then they're more than welcome to do that. Then their application gets reviews. And yeah, they get accepted, and then they get put into a training program.
Is there a lot of, like, paperwork in it?
Unfortunately, there is a lot of paperwork when it comes down to it. You know, you show up to a crime scene, you gotta, fill out a report. If you arrest someone, what you take off the contraband, and it's a big old thing. Sometimes.
It's not the paperwork that he likes. It's more like the chasing and the fighting, and he likes to catch, to chase.
Oh, for sure. But you're not gonna catch everybody.
That is true. That is true. Yeah, I
And
mean,
sometimes like my paperwork. If I take a photo of someone, even if I don't catch them, it could lead off to either a warrant or, there's a bigger chase sometimes. It's kind of interesting.
what's the pay on it?
It's not bad. But I've heard people say that that hunting sometimes pays even more. But some.
What, really?
Apparently so. Have you heard of the legendary hunts? Apparently those are buck wild. I haven't got to even try it, but I've heard that some people walk away with thousands upon dollars for an hour's worth of work, especially beavers for some reason.
Holy fucking shit! So it's really hunting my brother should be getting into.
Maybe, but for me, sometimes I'm not even doing a chase. Sometimes I'm just talking to people like yourself.
Gosh. Is Blackwater still in
It is.
martial law?
It is.
Well, and
Till
you're
Monday.
you're the only lawman in Blackwater.
I guess they trust me.
Oh, I've been waiting for this one. It is time to meet God. What if God was one of us? Just a child like one of us. Let's not go crazy on the horse now. That would be absolutely disastrous.
So what in tarnation's going on over here?
Marshal Theo Drake. It has been a long time, this one. A long time.
I know exactly what's going on.
I'm sorry it's come to this, Theo. I'm sorry it's come to this, but your lawmen are incompetent.
Well, why do you think? For what?
Go on.
Exactly how are they incompetent?
Oh, I have been murdering many of them, leaving notes on many of them. I even asked a doctor to resuscitate somebody outside of a sheriff's office, and still nothing. Still absolutely nothing. So maybe if I go for the Marshal, they might start paying attention. Maybe.
Really?
Oh, really? Oh, really?
So how exactly are they incompetent?
Because they're not doing the goddamn jobs. Oh, fuck. God, the wildlife is, it's dangerous up here. I'm not the only one.
I'm assuming so.
But they are incompetent. They are incompetent. I give them simple instructions, and they're not following it. You know, I murdered a lawman the other day, right? And I asked him to, before his dying breath, I asked him to alert his comrades, and then I watched his dead body from afar to see if the law would respond. And guess what? They didn't. They didn't. And this was some prime time as well. This was. Oh, there was lawmen in. Believe me. Right, they're slacking, Marshal. They are slacking. But I will be that stick up their ass if I have to be. Oh, this one's gonna be good. I'm gonna enjoy this one. This doesn't get their attention. Oof. What will, Marshal? I'd be very disappointed. I'd be very disappointed. Now... it is time to begin. So, for the benefit of this conversation, you can call me JW. You understand?
JW. Alright.
Yeah. And I am a serial killer. And sometimes I get these little gifts from little baby stalks, and they deliver me sometimes the innocent, unfortunately, like yourself, and sometimes not so innocent. I am a very strange man. I am not a very sane man. I have these two voices inside my head, and you know, sometimes there's, you know, there's good in us, there's good in all of us, but then sometimes there is very bad in us. Oh, lately I have been swaying to the very bad, and that is not good. So what about you, Marshal? What's your, you know, what's your story? Because when I do this, I like to give the gift of conversation before one dies. And I'm going to be straight up with you. Usually I'm not so straight up, but I know... I mean, you're a Marshal, you know how this is going to end.
Right.
So, I want you to tell me a bit about you, and what makes you tick, what makes you happy, and then we'll go from there.
What makes me happy is trying to make others, you know, safe. You know, it's not about me. If I wanted to choose a job, you know, that was to make me happy and me happy alone, it would definitely not be law. You know, putting people away, that's, you know, if it's taking a criminal off the street and trying to make sure that someone else is a little bit safer, that's how I see it. You know, and it's not always about the arrest. sometimes it's talking to the person and talking them down from a bad day. Because, you know what? I feel like we're all one bad day from something. Today you might be having a bad day yourself. You know, and having someone to talk to, having someone to conversate with, sometimes that backs you off of doing something that you don't want to do. Or have urges to do that you don't really want to act on. You know, in another laugh, I've seen, you know, when I was a kid doing a busboy's job, you know, we had people come in every single day. You know, it's the same family every single day, and they were always a pleasure. But one day, they weren't. They were not happy whatsoever. Now, this is a true story, you see, and so we found out that the mother had brain cancer. You know, so they were acting out. They were not having that same cheeriness that they did. But they just needed their community around them to, you know, have their back. That's resonated with me ever since. Oh, geez. What is the... Alright. Let's get back in. This was a good scene. This was a good scene. Get back in. That hurt. Yep, get me back.
You good?
Yep. That was weird. Did it happen to you as well, or just me?
Nope, just you.
Alright. How far did you hear?
You want to do good. And you mentioned a family. And
Family?
then I asked you what family, and then that was the end.
Oh, dang. Alright. How far... So I was saying busboy family came in every single day. You know, and then... So, this is a, you know, true story. If you catch my drift. So this family, every single day they came to this restaurant, came in, ate. You know, it was kind of their community. And one day, they became a real piece of work. Nothing was good enough for them. The food was horrible. The service was horrible and stuff. And you know what? They broke down and they cried right then and there. Apparently, before they came that day, they went off to the doctors, and the mother had a tumor in the brain. Not curable. It's not. And, you know, they figured they were in a safe place, and it was people that knew them, so they knew that if they act out, you know, it wasn't a bad situation. They still had their community to take care of them. They were very embarrassed about the whole situation, but you know, it's better to have people that understand you and try and be in your corner. Get
What
that?
if yeah, what if people don't understand you though? What if, you struggle to find people that understand you?
Well, I don't know exactly. There's always a level of understanding. Like I was saying, we're all one bad day away from anything that happens. And, I choose to, you know, even if I don't like what's going on around me, I try and make it for the positive. 100%. You gotta find the positive from things, my friend. It's not always doom and gloom, heck, I have urges for a lot of different things too, but I try and put others before myself,
Oh yeah,
kind of.
yeah.
It's a big brother mentality. You got to make sure you're taking care of the younger ones. Make sure that you're paving the way so they can have a better life.
Yeah, I feel you on that one. I feel you on that one.
Are you an older brother?
Technically, yes, but my older brother is not in this county.
But you know what I'm saying, in a generalization,
Yeah, yeah.
Taking over.
My older brother was murdered.
I'm sorry to
Not
hear
by me.
that.
Yeah.
Well, that's that's a bonus right there. But I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm sorry to hear that. That's always hard.
Yeah.
And
My
I apologize for that. It is a hard thing.
yeah. My what you call it? My older brother was also a serial killer. So,
Family trait, I guess.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Well, at least how I see it is your brother. At least At least you have something in common, other than blood, right?
True, yeah.
So having, in a roundabout way, at least you have your own community.
Yeah. Now it is time for me to tell you a little bit about myself. So when I was a young boy, my father, he took me my mother was very abusive to me as a young boy. And at the age of 13, I just snapped when she was beating the shit out of me. And I broke her neck. I strangled her that hard that her neck broke. Then my sister, who also abused me, walks into the room, and there's a gun in the room. She sees what I have done, and then I see her look at the gun, and then I did strangle her, and then I hung them both from trees. Now, after that, obviously, I never knew my father, and I still don't know who my father is. All I know is that he is a red-headed man. And then later on in life, because when I did that, I realised who I was. I realised that there are demons inside my head that cannot escape me. And it's probably from my mother. I mean, my mother was a bitch, so, so I started murdering just people. And then I met a group of men, and they refined who I was. They put my skills to the sword, you could say. Sharpened them.
I'm gonna see if I can turn this around.
Made me, because when I do this, it's all about patience. It's all about, and patience is a skill, my friend. It is a skill. Not many people have patience, believe me. And I have murdered many people with many other people, and they always lack patience. And I'm like, no. Wait for them to fuck up. they will fuck up. And that's what they kind of taught me. But then my friend in that group was into some like hoodoo things. And I was a young boy at the time, so I didn't really believe it. You know, my adolescence was fucking... You know, my teenage years were going through my brain, and I just used to laugh at it. But he put a curse on me. And that is why I wear masks. It represents the curse that I have. Now, just a little caveat, I am very tired, so I'm struggling. But, yeah.
Let's rewind a little bit. Let's talk about your mother and sister, right? You said they abused you.
Yeah.
Now, was it due to drink? Or was it just, you know...
Just evilness.
Just evilness.
Yeah.
What did they do to you? Like, what would you say would be... was there anything that just set them off, or was it just random?
Sometimes it was random. Sometimes it would be... See, one day, right, I stole a bunch of cigarettes, right?
Right.
From somebody. And I lied about it. And then my mother, as a punishment, decided to... have you ever seen those, like... how do I put this? It's a bit like a leather... It was a leather strap, let's say that. It was a leather strap.
Right.
And she took me in the back garden, and she said, "You're going to apologise." Now, I have always been a man of not apologising, sometimes stupidly, sometimes not so stupidly. And I'll admit that was a stupid one. I should not have stolen. But she was like, "You're going to apologise to me," and I said no. And she said, "I am going to beat you with this leather strap until you do apologise." And because my stubborn ass didn't apologise, she beat me. Believe me, she goddamn beat the shit out of me with that. And to the point where somebody else had to step in and say, "No, that's enough." So my mother, although her disciplines were sometimes correct, you know,
They were a little overboard.
A little extreme, yeah.
Right. Now, I do know about that. I've had issues with that in my family once or twice. You know, say something wrong, you know, and get dragged downstairs. You know, obviously, sometimes that's not the way. You know, trying to explain why something is wrong is a much better way. You know, giving a better understanding of why more than the punishment. You know, if you can help with the ideals, it does help people understand what's going on and why does the world work in a certain way. Should she have beat you because you stole those cigarettes? No. No. Could you have worked for to pay those cigarettes back? Absolutely.
Yeah.
You know,
there are ways of
who knows?
disciplining people, you know, without violence.
Who knows? Maybe you would have been just a workaholic if you, you know, had to work because of those cigarettes instead of, you know, getting hit. It's funny how, you know, different walks of life or different ways of going things mold a mind.
Now, I'm going to tell you something else for you.
Right.
I have 4 daughters in this,
4 daughters.
in this county. Yeah. Yep. And there is going to be a time, right? There is going to be a time where my sins, right, catch up with me. And I will have to pay the price. I will have to pay the price. But I will give you a little hint, My daughters share the same curse that I have. So even if I am not around, there will still be a part of me in this county. They are the same as me, but just less. I don't know. I know people know of my existence. I know they do. But they don't really know about them, but they still do it. Believe you me, they still do it. One of them's quite loud. She will just shoot you. In this position, she will just shoot you in the head. The other one's more my crazy side. She says things like, "It's time to go to sleep," me, 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 me. Like that. That's sort of crazy. And then the last one, she's more like me because I like to use sharper objects, not guns. I've always said I'm not a gunslinger. You know, going around shooting motherfuckers is not really what I like to do. I like to get people like this, because you really get to know somebody. You know what I mean?
I'm the same way if I'm tied up or not, you know? If I have a badge on or if I don't. That's how I see it, you know? Doesn't matter what position you put me in, you're always going to get the same Theo.
Oh, I know, I've known you for a long time. I've known you for a long time. I have great respect for you. I have great respect for you. But I also know the position that you have in the law. And it is that I'm more interested in. Because I know the rest of your comrades will now pay attention to me. I know this. I know they will.
Well, will they
Because
though?
I've been warning them. I've been warning them, Theo. I've been warning them. Like, you are not the first lawman that I have had in this very position, in this very place. You are not the first. And I have tried. I have tried to... Because I'm going to be real with you. I'm just going to be completely honest with you. Like I said, one day it's going to catch up with me. And the law will be my makers, but God will be judging me, my friend. Does that make sense?
I guess that makes sense.
Alright, so I'm going to assume, because of your vanishing act, you are clearly a magician, I'm going to assume that you are not armed.
I am
That
not.
you have nothing on you. So
Yeah.
I don't need to metaphorically take your weapons, I suppose.
Right.
But I am going to do... how do I do this? I was given a tip the other day, and I might actually carry that tip out. Okay, I'm gonna try it. Alright. So what I'm going to do is, Theo, is I am going to untie you. And then you are not to move a muscle. Do you understand me?
I understand.
Okay. While I move you, if, you know, you wanted people to remember you by something, what would you want people to remember you by?
Well, I don't know what would... What do you remember me by?
What, me?
Yeah, your own instance.
Okay. When I first moved to this county, you were probably one of the first people I met. Now, obviously you don't know who I am, but you were. I know who you are. But you were one of the first people I met, and you've only ever been nice to me. In fact, it pains me deeply, and I don't say this to a lot of people, the majority of them, but this one does pain me. It is more your rank and your occupation. It's not you as a person that I am doing this for. But yeah, you were very correct when you said, you know, you just want to help people, and I can see that a mile away. So I think that. Just a nice guy. Just trying to do the right thing.
You know, that's how I've always felt it. Why not pave the road for someone better?
Yeah. Actually, I'm going to give you this note now because, you know, I'm going to be real with you. I'm not going to make it easy. You guys are going to have to fight to catch me. You're going to have to work to catch me. I'm not going to make it easy. So, to cover my own ass, I'm not going to give you a note when you were unconscious. Unconscious? There you go. I'm going to give you the note now. Are you ready?
All right.
You're gonna need a memory for this. A good memory.
I'm pretty good for a good memory. Or, for some reason, I'm the only one that lives. I don't know.
Oh, believe me, you're not going to. I'm just gonna be real with you on that one. Do you mind if I put a note in your jacket? I will put the note in your jacket, then I will tell you what it says, okay?
Sounds good. You don't have any notebooks around?
I wish. In fact, that's a good idea. Now I'm going to tell you that I'm going to think the message again. And like I said, if you might need a memory for this one.
Alright.
God, that was big. I didn't mean it to be that big, but I kind of had to. Quite the note, huh?
Oh, damn.
Let me know if you let me know. Okay.
Yep.
Have you got that in your?
I do.
Beautiful, beautiful. Okay, Theo, I am going to untie you. And like I said, you are not to move a muscle, okay?
Alright.
I hate melee weapons. I prefer when you slap there. I'll alert Dr. V. Horse, get the fuck here.
I gotta do this. This.
Hmm.
Oh, I'm dead, and I'm waiting for a doctor. Pretty much dealt with the serial killer. Yeah, it was a lot. Out of character, I know who it was, but you know, I can't act on that. Yeah, exactly. It's something I know that was in it's in the works, and this is pretty much his last thing before he leaves county.
All right, brother. Hang on, man. That's gonna sting a little bit. Oh, got you right in the heart. There you go. There you go. There you go. My voice box a little messed up, man, and I'm trying to figure it all out, man. Sorry it took me so long to get here. A bear killed my horse. So hold on. Now, when you get up, man, stand still. You're gonna be a little dizzy. Hang on. Hold it. Oh my goodness. You're not up. What the hell's going on?
Brady? Oh, jeez.
All right, I'm gonna try another shot of opium here. And no, man, I might have gave you some horse stimulant. Yeah, I should have been going like, nah, nah. Hang in there, brother. I think I got you. I think I got you this time. Here you go. There you go, partner.
How's it going,
Holy
Doc?
snap, my goodness. Yeah, you're good.
How's the place over in Blackwater?
You know, I think that's the bear that got me. So, all right, you're good to go, sir. It took me too long to get here, so this one's on me, okay?
How's the place in Blackwater? Brady, you can hear me or not?
All right, yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, yep. How's the place in
Yeah,
Blackwater treating you?
All right. I gotta clear this call here. I ain't going all the way to St. Denis. That bear is creeping up on us. All right, I'm heading back to town, man. You're good out here, buddy.
Yep.
My goodness, man. I think my whole shit's broke, dude. I'm just broke. My
You're
goodness.
good.
Sorry about that,
Where'd
my
you
friend.
say that bear was?
I'm sorry, I can barely understand you, but right now I'm having some serious issues. I got peanut butter in my ears and my voice box is all jacked, so I'm gonna just let you go, man. You're good to go. If you can hear me, you're good to go, sir.
Sounds good.
And this one is on me. I'll pay for this call out because it took me forever to get to you, man. Oh, hey, what up, Sheriff? Yeah.
How's the place over in Blackwater?
Who and what's your name?
Theo.
Theo, it's Levi.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
I said, how's it going, Grady? I received your mail not too long ago.
Yeah, Theo, man, I need to really sit down and have a talk with you, man. I don't know what the hell happened in Valentine, but Colt was just totally being a butthead to me, man. But I got you. Actually, I got 2 months of payments. I got $4 grand for you.
Oh, you're
on
fine.
The house
You're
in
fine.
Blackwater. You're fine. Okay. Shit, sir. Yeah, I'm going to pop my head here, probably right here. It's probably safe here, and then I'm going to figure out what the hell is wrong with my voice box and my ears.
Fair enough.
All right, man. So, you know, since ain't nobody out here, man, what I'm hearing, man, is I'm talking to you on my headset right now, but I hear you through my speakers. So it's got me all jacked up.
That's pretty
All
wild.
right, sounds good. So we're good, Theo.
Oh, yeah.
Did you also need some people wanting to be law, or because I know you guys had a mass exodus and all that, so I stayed on
We've
the
had a
doctor
huge
here, but
recruiting. We've had a huge recruiting spree. We've been getting people applications left, right, and center recently.
All right, cool. Well, like I said, anywhere you need help, man, just let me know.
Appreciate it.
It just also seems like Colt tonight, man. Colt like needs to take a break, or I mean, I was just messing around, but I did in this character, but I was shooting at a rat that was running across. I shot the dirt, and then 6 people beat the shit out of me, man, in between 2 of the houses there in Valentine. And then Colt threw me in jail and said, "Well, you shot your gun up in the air," and he put me in jail for some stupid shit, dude. Shooting a gun in the air or shooting at the ground next to Then one guy runs up, he says, "It was a ricochet, and you shot me." I mean, whatever, dude. I mean, some people got to really get a little better creative on the RP than that bullshit. And Colt, I know his old lady is now my boss, but I mean, fucking come on, Theo, man. I mean, yeah, I doted on her and I doted on fucking her daughter and shit. And I mean, I don't know, Theo, man. They might not like me back over here anymore because I apparently had people complaining from staff before, and now I come back and I don't want to get no complaints. I've been trying to do a really good job, but just let me know if I'm doing something stupid or if I'm getting busting my ass so I can get on my fucking, what do you call them, angel wings, and be a nice guy.
Yeah, fair enough.
Fair enough, my friend. Shit, dude.
I want your
Oh
hopefully
God,
your
man.
ears get all fixed. I'm sorry to hear that. But I know I was supposed to talk to Colt recently, but I don't know what's going on. I somehow I got dragged out here, and damn.
You got dragged here. I got 2 packs of wolves that got me, man, trying to get to one guy, and then it wasn't for the other doctor. Actually, it was actually you and the other doctor, and then a bear. I never even saw the fucking bear. I never even heard him. He just hit my horse from the side and just. I mean, how many times can you shoot a bear? Well, you can't. Before he gets one swing and you're dead.
Oh yeah.
Good shit though, man. Good stuff, Theo. I just, I don't want to not be here or be a part of it. I put a lot of effort and time into this place, man, and just. Yeah, man. So sometimes I get a little inattentive, man. But what Colt did tonight, man, he's like got some, he's like, he doesn't even sound like he's having fun. You know what I'm saying? He talked, and the way he was talking to me was just like it was like an issue or a problem for him to RP with me. I don't know what the fuck it was, dude. But Colt needs to take a break or something. Inattentive, man. You couldn't show a greased BB in his ass right now, dude. Anyway.
All right.
As long as I ain't doing something too stupid to get in trouble with Scarlet, then I'm good. All right, man. I'm gonna pop my head right here, man, because I definitely got to figure out how my voice box is not working, and
All right.
I gotta take this brand new fucking sound card out because ever since I put this new sound card in, it don't work. So, all right, my friend, we good?
Oh yeah, we're good.
All right, my friend. All right, deal, man. Let me know. I got money for you, man. Whenever you need it. If you don't need it, I'm gonna buy a bunch of shit. So
buy a bunch of
Okay,
stuff.
my
Enjoy
friend.
yourself.
Thank you, my friend. Deal, man.
right.
Don't forget about me. If you need somebody that knows how to do law, I'll be more than happy to come on board.
Well, I appreciate it there, Levi. I'll see you soon. I'll make sure that there's no bears in this vicinity when you wake.
Right? I'll try to sneak back into town somewhere, man, really fast. But yeah, see, hear him? He's like,
Oh, yeah,
I tasted Levi's flesh, man. I want more. I want more of him. You hear him? Some of a bitch is right there, dude. Oh my God. All right, fuck it. I'm out of here.
All right.
All right. Thanks. Hey, thanks, Theo, for
Anytime.
everything, man. For everything you've done for me, man. All right.
Anytime.
God bless. I'm out of here.
Take care. Interesting.
Y'all heading out soon?
I'm waiting for Theo.
I think that's him,
There
isn't
he
it?
is. Yep.
Well, I'll let
Theo,
you
guess
go on.
what?
What?
I got my record expunged, and then guess what?
What?
I'm coming back to law.
Congratulations.
I've already talked to Tex, but I also wanted to talk to you about it.
Well, that's fantastic. I'm glad to hear that.
It took you a while to get here.
Yeah. I went, against my will somewhere.
You were taken by who?
Some guy in a Jaguar hat. Didn't quite see his face.
Did he leave a note on your body or anything like that?
Here, let me look in my pockets. I got a note, yeah.
Oh. Wow.
Let's
Doesn't
see what
seem
it
like a criminal thing to do. Seems like he wants to get caught.
I have taken your martial law. Who will you let me take next? You know I'm serious. Come and free me from my sins. JW.
Wow. Hey Theo, by the way, do you want to be a fishing for a wedding tomorrow?
Wasn't I just invited to a wedding?
It was my wedding. Yeah, mine and Jason's wedding is tomorrow.
Yeah, I got the thing right here.
Yeah, it says Sunday, but it's today. Technically. It's later today.
5 p.m. CST. Yeah, I can make that. I should. I'm down in Saint Denis already.
It will be sorry, getting sleepy. It's on Mount Sean. You know that mountain people fall off of?
Nope.
They've been falling off of it recently. But it's above Strawberry.
I don't know if you know this, but I'm a connoisseur of falling off of cliffs. Small ones, big ones.
It's on the T of the west in West Elizabeth. Near Mount Sean.
Is that where? Is it on the Jack Nutty side, aka the squirrel, with the little stick up?
Yes, it is.
All right. I know exactly the place. I've never fallen off that. People must be weird.
Yeah, people are weird. But yeah. I chose that place because it's the most beautiful spot I've ever seen. You can see Valentine, Strawberry, Blackwater, and Rose from it.
It does sound quite nice.
Also, if you want to see the amazingness Raven did in helping with it, go to the appreciations in the newspaper. Because she did such a good job.
Oh, now it makes sense. After parties at Squeakeasy. I'm like, why are you talking about this spot? I thought it was at the Squeakeasy.
No. I don't. It might not be at Squeakeasy. I have no idea where the after party is going to be.
It literally says on the Squeakeasy.
I know, but we've changed a lot because of the departing of the family and stuff's happened.
Stuff's happened? Like what?
The disbanding of the Ozinos.
What's that? What happened?
Fighting in the family.
About what? What all happened?
I don't even know. This is all I know is that they were fighting. And everyone started to leave.
Was there any topics that were...
Mostly gang strikes and stuff like that.
Gang strikes?
Mm-hmm.
What do you mean by gang strikes? Like not doing crime, or
Like somebody did something wrong. Gang strike.
oh, gang strike? Like, okay,
Yeah.
now was this a forced upon thing, or was this a like, hey, you know what, we're all going our separate way?
It's not forced. I can tell you
Okay.
that.
Gang strikes, eh? I didn't even know that was such a thing.
Yep, it is. It's kind of like law strikes. You get 3 strikes and you're out.
I saw Reacher was looking at becoming law again too.
He
Heck, I
is
even
law
saw
again.
hot damn. He did that without even telling me. Well, he was talking to me about it, but
Hey Theo, can I become law again?
I don't see why not. Put in an application. Let's see what happens. Roll the dice.
You already know what's going to happen. Come on.
I never know what's gonna happen. I just wait until it happens, and then I say, "See, I told you so."
Do I have to really put in an application?
Yep, it all has to be above board. Everyone has to see everything. You know, Jack Reacher had to put in an application. Jesse Holiday had to put in an application. Rudolph apparently is coming back.
I'm killing off Ethel, by the way.
How?
I don't know. I might just drown her.
Probably. Didn't swim. Didn't know.
I can't swim. Didn't know.
A horrible boating accident.
Yes, let's go with that. Let's get this application in real quick.
It's more for the sake of everybody, not just a me signing off on it. It's literally everyone's like, alright, cool. It's, you know how law is. It's all red tape and red tape on top, but red tape.
Yeah. But most of the people that are in law know me. Oh.
It's still a due process. It's just only one of 2 million other reports you're gonna have to do for the rest of your life. It's fine.
I forgot what to do. Where's the applications? There it is. You know I'm just gonna copy and paste what my answers, right?
You can do whatever you want, but, you know, I'm not gonna tell you not to, or if it's gonna get accepted or denied for...
I mean...
I don't press a button. I just say yes or no.
Yes, I've read the rules. Yes, I know the penal codes. Yes. No, because I got expunged. Received alert to bank robbery. And... Blackwater, of course. Ugh. No, what? Armadillo. And 2. CSG. There. It's been put in.
All right, we'll look at it tomorrow.
Okay. Well, I better go sleep with Jason.
All right.
I'll see you later today.
See you later today. Tell Jason I said hi.
I will.
Haven't seen him in a bit.
Yeah, he's running about with this book called Payday.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I might head up to Blackwater. I mean Valentine. Oh. Talking to myself now. Wow, this is lag.
In this goddamn town, this shit muddy as fuck.
It's not mud, it's schmud.
Shit mud. Schmud.
Well, calm down. That's why you need to be trained.
I'll take it. $15 in my pocket.
And then I heard the gunshot. I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, he's done.
The locals. Yeah, I'm not going all the way up there to bury that guy.
Hmm. Interesting. where Miggins's is. Alright, Miggins is over in Blackwater. Headed home. Kind of. I was hoping I'd see Colt Lawson around, but doesn't look like it. There's a law horse.
Oh. Hello.
Howdy.
Finally completed my training.
Fantastic.
I was also getting him to request the attention role in the newsletter. He doesn't seem to have it.
I'll see
Seems
you
to be
about
for
that.
the mug shots. I don't know what else, but yeah.
He does have the attention role.
He does. My
He
God.
does. Yep.
Huh.
That comes with the territory.
Oh, so
It
it's
might
for
be as trainees and all that they don't see as much because they're in somewhat of a separate part or a less
Yeah. Yeah, that must be it.
Oh, okay. That makes sense then.
yeah, everything opens up a little more when you hit deputy.
Hopefully that happens today, later today.
We'll see. We'll see.
Yeah, the guy that I got to arrest was I guess I'd say a handful.
See that report.
One of the more relaxed handfuls.
Where did I put this evidence up at?
Yes.
You want to put their report number, like their ID. If you see mine, it had like, well, I had TC or TD, or it would be CW, then -1 at the beginning of the title. That would be.
Oh, you want them in the title too?
Yeah. It's for when we're trying to search quickly. It actually has the name and all that.
So just go back in there and edit that into the deal.
Title, yeah.
Let's put it before his name.
And let me check on here for Connor Wilds.
Yeah, he put it in the I think.
You said put it before his name?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, looks good on here. Did you get a mugshot of him?
I did.
And you said you didn't have. Here, I'll
Oh, he
fix
just
that.
couldn't put it in the mugshot part of the newsletter.
Right.
But he put it in the report.
I think I did it right.
Yeah, looks good.
Oh, okay.
Still don't know why you have a colon at the beginning. Or that's not a colon. Whatever it is.
Oh, in the arrest report? I just noticed that.
Yeah, I don't know.
Either way.
And how do I go about doing the stuff that I got off of him?
You go to the where was it? You go into the job menu. Go to inventory, and you put the gun and the lockpicks in there. Yeah, it was since aggravated assault was involved in the armed robbery, we took the gun that was.
Alright, it's in the inventory. No, one thing, that gun actually tore me up, I'm not gonna lie. But I'm happy I had
Call it a
bandages.
crossover. Yeah, but if
Yeah.
you get hit with revolvers, it definitely messes you up.
Yeah, that's why I like my regular navies. They're really good.
The only reason I don't use crossovers is because you can't customize them. You can upgrade them. Can't customize them though.
Oh, see that? Then I don't want those. Then I'll just stick to my navies because I can get them customized.
I have the only reason I don't hold the two of them is because, as you can see on yours, the handle doesn't stick if you hold both of them.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I use a navy and a Lamat, and then right now I'm using two pistols, a M18 and a semi-auto.
Oh, very nice.
Right, well.
Guess my job is done for the night. Hopefully I'm here tomorrow if they let me become a deputy. The shadowing it's rough. I'm not gonna lie on that.
Oh yeah, around these hours there's you won't find anyone. A
Yeah.
ranger or two occasionally, but other than that, everyone else is asleep.
Yeah, so see, every time I've shadowed someone, it seemed to be a ranger every single time because that's all I could find.
Nothing wrong with that. A lot of times rangers, well, they have to be senior deputy or above before they even get chosen to be a ranger. So
Thinking of trying to apply myself, but I kind of, I don't know. I kind of want to try and go up through the ranks in a region.
well, one of my friends chose to do rangers, and I chose to do this instead.
Does he ever wish that he didn't do that?
We both have thought about what we would have done if we ever switched. Now,
Wait, can you not become Marshal if you become Ranger?
that's correct. But a few rangers became marshals. They have their own hierarchy where there's a there's a chief ranger, which is the equivalent of a marshal.
Oh, okay.
So Tex and Colt used to be rangers, but they got promoted to marshals to flush out marshals. But the chief ranger, he's a fantastic guy, and then he has assistant chief rangers that are in charge of the rangers, which are kind of like the sheriffs, respectively.
Well, that's interesting. That's nice to know. I guess moving up and stuff like that goes off of. Does it go off how you do and like how many arrests and stuff you go off of, or how's that work?
For moving up, not really. It's more of there's a huge jump from like senior to lead. Lead is when we start looking at people for their leadership qualities, right? So it doesn't really matter about how many arrests you got or how many you don't. Like, I got a good amount of arrests, but that's besides the point. If you're active on scenes, you're helping out people, making sure that everything's it doesn't matter what you think you're doing. It really matters what other people think you're doing. Like, what you're doing, right? That's I've never been like, hey, look at this arrest that I just did, or hey, look at that arrest. I kind of paved the way in my own way of being very paperwork oriented, making sure everything was detailed, documented. You know, when we were told that the DOJ was being implemented, I was the first one to jump up and say, you know what, cameras should be used. Obviously, we can't refer to our memories when we're and tell the tale. So a camera I found was the most effective way of doing it.
Yeah.
Kind of blends reliving the tale versus everything else. You put people at the scene of the crime. You see the weapons drawn. You see this. You see that. You see the hostages. You see a bunch of different things. It's not just, you know, anything, any one thing. It's just being a good officer, showing that
Yeah.
hey, you know, paperwork doesn't hurt you. There's a difference than, you know.
Yeah.
There's a
Alright.
huge
So
yeah.
now I got another question. So earlier today I was with Mr. Blackwater, and we came to a general store here in St. Denis earlier today, and then we got on scene, and we didn't even have time to figure out what was going on, and then all of a sudden we just hear, "All right, shoot out, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1," and that's it. And he
Was
was
that the
trying.
cult family?
Yeah.
Yep.
All right. Well, that's not how things should be done. And I've seen issues about that
Yeah, because he was
spiritually.
sitting there telling them, hang on, wait, we gotta figure out what's going on here, and then all of a sudden that's when they just did the fast countdown and start shooting.
They've
Yeah,
been doing
no.
that a lot, Theo.
Well, they're supposed to give you at least 30 seconds of interaction before anything happens.
Okay.
Basically,
and a full minute before anything dastardly does.
basically, if we respond to something and we notice that it's the cult family, hopefully we get to put on them before they put on us, but be expecting a breach. They never bring hostages, ever. All they want is a shootout.
Yeah,
So
they
who's the
didn't have
cult family?
hostages.
Who's
They
with
didn't
cult
have
family?
hostages on any of ours.
They, I know a couple of them actually. One of our friends used to be in them. There's Blair Dahlia, Slick, Thompson. Apparently someone called Victor Capone, I think. There's a couple others. But
Well,
they hang around Saint Denis.
All right. Are they identified by?
Usually
anything?
they wear a red and black these days.
All right.
I can show you where. I think they have a house here.
Mm-hmm.
I can show you if you like.
Oh, for sure. Because there's a difference between, you know, the rules of engagement and then acting out. We got two different rule sets for. Now, if they're not following the the rules of engagement, they're definitely not gonna last long. I can tell you what.
I think I'm gonna take a nap, and then be back later on. And my friends have training later today. I'm probably gonna be there just so I can watch their training and see how they do.
Sounds good. Yeah, I'm gonna be taking part in said training.
If you don't mind if I show up to see them how they do in training.
Yeah, just, you know, don't inject yourself. You know what I'm saying? Just if we need you, we'll holler at you, but just be a fly on the wall. That's
Okay.
We're gonna have some guests there that are gonna be evaluating how, people are around us.
Oh, okay. Then I won't. I won't go
No,
out
you're
there
more
and
than
watch them.
no, you're more than welcome
Oh,
to.
I did.
Just
Oh,
being
okay.
fly on the wall is completely different than like
Yeah,
I got the
just
answer
hang
here.
back.
You can listen, you can watch how things go, but if there's a call and you have a partner,
Go to the call.
it will be around, but
Okay.
You'll be taking care of everything for us. Or even, if there's people trespassing, we'll ask you to come by, escort them off, or bring them, over to Rhodes for processing for trespassing.
Okay.
It's pretty tame. It takes, well, you know how long it takes, but with the new
Yeah.
system, it might be a little confusing for some, but
Yeah.
it's not too bad.
And also my buddy Jebediah, he wasn't gonna be able to make that, but I think he told Delilah about it. He has some stuff, work, we'll say. But I think he said that they're gonna try and do like a private deal for him for Sunday to help him out.
Right.
Because
So
he's
there's
off
only
on.
2 people that are allowed to do this. So Delilah isn't one of them.
Okay.
And
Yeah,
if
I
I
don't
find out
know.
if Delilah's trying to do that, then there's going to be bigger issues. However, Amity's allowed.
I think she said she was gonna find someone for him to do
All
a
right.
private training.
Yeah, there's only 2 of us that are clearance to teach. Reason why we're not doing it on Sundays right now is because of outerworldly sports.
Oh yeah, I understand that. But I appreciate y'all had a blast hanging out with you and doing that arrest with you. That was fun.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go take a nap and come back later on.
Perfect.
Y'all have a lovely rest of y'all's early morning.
You too, my friend. Sleep well.
See you later.
So you said he shadowed a arrest report?
No, I think he already shadowed one. He did one today.
He did one? Alright, so he must have
That
shadowed
was
one.
funny. Yeah, he was saying he's done everything else. I'm hoping the people he's shadowed have been passing it up to the necessary command.
Well, I'm giving those ticks.
He seems to be around mostly at these hours, which is why I'm pretty sure he joined a bit before I did. Actually, if that's the person I'm thinking of.
So, what kind of arrest did he do? Was it a bank or a
It
fort?
was a general store, an armed robbery.
Interesting.
It's just one person, no hostages. I discovered that the roof of the general store is bulletproof, so we know that now. I was looking down from the skylight. I was like, "Give the word," and he's like, "Breach," and then I tried to shoot him in the head with my Carcano, and it did not work.
Oh, damn. Oh, what's this in my pocket? What's this note?
know it.
I woke up at Aurora Basin. There was a guy talking all messy to me and stuff, and it says, "I have taken your martial law. Who will you let me take next? You know that I'm serious. Come and find me and free me from my sins." JW.
I mean, I only know one person with the initials JW, but that's not concrete.
Well, I was talking to a guy with, a black murder kitty outfit on. I did ask him if he had to take off his mask over in Blackwater, and he didn't.
Blackwater.
Yeah, we were down in
JW.
Blackwater.
Blackwater. Murder Kitty. I think I have an idea of who that is. Can't be 100% sure, but I have a good idea. You know, possibly Jason?
Could be, but I'm also invited to his wedding tomorrow.
Huh. Jason White?
Yeah, I'm invited to his wedding tomorrow.
What? Okay. Interesting. Well, are you still on duty?
I am, but I'm
Where's your badge?
well, you see, I woke up in Aurora Basin of all places.
Oh, and it took your badge. I see. You lost your badge. Yeah.
I never put it back on.
Aurora Basin. Is that?
The west, yeah, it was on the west side of the creek.
Yeah. Yeah, far west Elizabeth. Not that far from Blackwater.
Nope.
Guess we should probably be careful then. I noticed a lot of people who I think 2 or 3 people were getting their records expunged. I was there when the judge and Deputy Brady were doing it.
Right.
Because obviously the judge had to ask one of us to look at the dossiers. Maddie Bell?
Yep.
She used to be law. And I think she might have been in a Xeno or something.
She was.
And Jack Reacher.
Yep. That was my partner when I was through training.
Yeah, they're both coming back, it seems.
We literally got hired at the same time, and both of us were climbing through the ranks pretty quickly. He went Ranger, and I stayed this, and that was the person I was talking about when about the feller who we were like, I wonder what it would have been like if we switched places. It's good to have Reacher back. I also saw a Rudolph Barbosa is back. He was a senior deputy. He was a senior deputy when I was a trainee.
Why was Chris McKnight hired on as a senior deputy immediately?
That's above my pay grade. I say that,
What?
and I'm a
You're a
marshal.
marshal.
I know.
You know he blew someone's head off in response to a potential robbery of a lawman, and that person wasn't armed at the time.
You want to put a little folder in about that then?
Birdie Adams did. It was a whole thing. She said stuff about Delilah as well. I think she, yeah, she gave some details about it.
Interesting. Yeah.
I think she
well,
might have given a memory as well, even though that's not, you know. But either way, there were a good few witnesses.
Right.
And it was mentioned in a Marshal, you know, in the newsletter.
Mm-hmm. Anyways, my friend, I'm gonna retire from that. We'll deal with this tomorrow in more depth. And I'm gonna have to figure out this note.
Alrighty. Well, I will probably hop off duty then. I think I'm the only one around. I think it was Martin Blackwater, but I haven't seen him. He might have forgotten to clock out.
It's just you around at the moment. All right, Charles. Take it easy.
See you later.
I'm gonna nap right here.
Oh.
All right, y'all. If you like my content and you want to support me, please like, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell. I try and go live as much as humanly possible. Psycho, how you doing? I'm doing pretty great. How are you? I'm gonna be headed to bed, but I'll talk to you all later. I'm way too tired now. Ugh.